Is that what it is? Well, we'll put a pin in it, as Vanessa says, because our guest is here.
Rocking some awesome tie-dye. I
Look
love
at
it.
that
Okay,
tie
you guys can
dye.
see me now?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. You're everything. You can see me. How do I look?
You look great, man.
How's my
Good to see you.
camera angle?
It's perfect.
See?
Lighting's perfect.
See,
Looks
Vanessa?
good.
Told you. Vanessa doesn't
Well,
like it because we weren't making eye contact.
We got the cool shades on.
That's true. She doesn't know what I'm looking at.
Exactly.
Um. Yeah. What? Yes, the shades. They are prescription, so I do need them to see. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm excited. This is like my first like sit down interview. It's really cool.
I'm standing, so at least one of us is sitting.
Are you standing?
Yeah.
Looks like you're sitting.
No.
Oh.
No. That's why.
Okay, you're like leaning.
Yeah.
Nice.
What was his name? RJ City said, I lean, I'm crooked, my face is crooked. I don't think I'm having him back on the show because all he did was bury me.
I love him. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's a real funny guy. Full of jokes. But no, yes, I'm standing. I stand all the time. It's good for you. It's good for the circulation.
It is better for you.
At least that's what they tell me. Yeah, we were literally just talking about you. We had your tag team partner on what was it, Thursday, Vanessa?
yes.
The books of the relationship, Michael Grayson. Yes. So we had him on, and I said, "Wow, Rodney must be new to the industry, new to wrestling too, because I didn't really find much on you." Yep. So when did you get started? Like, when did you start? Okay, hold on. Let's go way back.
Okay.
Was wrestling on in your household? Like, what drew you in?
Oh, for sure. The first like wrestler I was really into was Rey Mysterio. I turned on SmackDown. I think it was like Rey Mysterio versus Tatanka or something. It was on SmackDown one night, and it like drew me in immediately. I loved Rey Mysterio. It was my first. And then I was really into Edge growing up. That's why I grew my hair out. I was such a big Edge fan growing up.
What was it specifically about Rey Mysterio?
Probably just like the mask, the bright colors. All the kids love Rey Mysterio. I have young siblings now, and it's weird to see like he's still popular with all the kids.
Still wrestling.
Even now, like like 3 generations, he's still huge with the kids. It's awesome.
How did you feel when Rey Mysterio lost his mask? Let's see. You were watching, so you saw him at SmackDown.
Yeah, so it would have been like around 2007, 2008.
Okay, so
somewhere around there.
Did he lose his mask ever in the WWE, or was it just WCW?
I think that was just WCW.
Yeah. So to you, he's always been masked.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, smart move. Worst thing they ever did was take that mask off him.
Yeah, it was not a good look.
Not a good look. We'll sell no wrestling figures. An unmasked Rey Mysterio will sell no wrestling figures.
Absolutely not.
Quote me on that. So it's on in the house. It drew you in. You're loving it. Did you attend a 30th birthday party to get hooked?
No, I did not.
No?
That was just Michael Grayson. That's his story.
What did your parents think?
About like originally when I first started watching?
When you started watching and showing in, like, when did you know you could do what you're seeing on TV?
Well, my older brother actually built me a ring around our trampoline.
Jesus,
we used to do shows in the backyard. So I was a bit of a backyard wrestler around like age 13.
Yes.
We started doing shows.
Everybody was either a backyard wrestler
at
one time. It's funny because we've talked to a lot of, independent wrestlers, and they all say the same thing. I started on a trampoline. I was in the backyard wrestling. But then they take that next step. Like me, we would do things, and then we just kind of grew out of it. Like, we got into different sports. Me, my brothers, all our friends. Um, okay, so one, were you into sports? And then two, when did you think to yourself, well, maybe I should go to wrestling school?
Well, with backyard wrestling, like eventually all my friends grew out of it,
Yeah.
and I was kind of bummed. I was like, I guess I can't really wrestle by myself. Like I kind of live in like a rural area. I don't really. There's not like a ton of like wrestling fans around here, so I had to stop for a while. And then just one day, I decided like why not get back into it? So I searched up wrestling schools in my area. I always figured it was like a super far away thing. I
Yeah.
didn't even know there was like an indie scene around here. And so once I found out that, I went to Tyson Duke's school the next day, and I just showed up every single class.
Putting in the work.
Yeah, exactly.
What'd your parents say when you said, this is what I want to do?
My mom's super excited.
Cool.
She always used to take me to the pay-per-views. We used to go to the movie theater to watch pay-per-views on Sundays, and she'd take me to the shows and stuff. My dad didn't really get it until he actually came to a show, and then he was like, "Okay, this is pretty cool."
That's good.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, I always wonder what that's like. Like I think we've talked to some Vanessa whose parents were fully behind it. I think we've had a few people who they were not into it at all, but they had no
yeah.
choice really of the
There's
matter.
no choice. Yeah,
And as you said, uh, you weren't even aware of the indie scene of all the schools around where you are, and there is a plethora of them. But you did pick a
yeah,
good one with Tyson Duke's Wrestling Academy. At
yeah. I
least,
picked the best one by
yeah.
far.
What resonates most with you from being a part of that school as of now?
As of now, like, oh, it's just like my whole friend group, like everybody that I'm close with now is from there, and like Michael Grayson, he was like the first guy I met. We ended up now we're a freaking tag team and we're killing it.
You are killing
Um,
it.
but yeah, just like the family aspect, everyone was so nice to me. I've never really experienced anything like that. It was so cool.
Did you play sports?
So I used to play hockey, and then in high school it was all skateboarding.
A
So a little bit, yeah.
little bit. Um, but skateboarding, you got to know how to fall to be a good skateboarder. That's what I've learned. Um,
Exactly, yeah. You're taking
yeah,
bumps
you
already.
take bumps. So, what was it like that first bump? What did it feel like at Tyson's Wrestling Academy? That first bump you took. What was it feeling like?
Um, it's it definitely was interesting. It's a weird feeling, but it feels good in a way,
Yeah.
just because it's so cool. It feels so freaking cool to do it, just because you've seen it your whole life. And but yeah, that and you get really dizzy. I got really dizzy the first couple classes. You have to get over that too.
Is that natural? Is that normal?
I think so. It
Yeah.
happened to me, but I'm used to it now. So
You still get dizzy?
no, no, not really.
Oh,
Not
okay.
as much as when I first started.
Interesting.
Yeah,
We were saying last I think we were saying with Michael, um, I have to go take a bump somewhere because I hear
yeah, you
everyone
do.
talking about it, and I got to do it. But I don't
You gotta
know.
try it, man.
I fell hard once playing basketball, and I just remember having ringing in my ears for a
Yeah,
while.
tuck your chin.
Took my chin. I did have friends in high school that were on the wrestling team, and they would always use me as the person they were going to suplex, like a
Nice.
German suplex. And I remember my friend Marty would always say, "Tuck your chin, tuck your chin."
Yeah,
So
definitely. You learn real fast. The
yeah,
first time you don't tuck your chin, you never do it again. You always do it after that.
um, yeah, they tried to get me and my two younger brothers all to join, but in our school wrestling. First of all, we had a lot of people that liked wrestling, like what we're talking about here tonight. But the
Yeah.
wrestling team had a bad stigma, at least from the basketball players. It was all cliquish. We were the super clique before those punks on AEW were. But they used to
Nice.
try to get us because we were smaller and we would have dominated the weight class. But we weren't allowed to use chairs, so we didn't want to be a part of that team.
That's no fun.
No, gotta have chairs. So you are the looks in the relationship in Books and Looks, and Vanessa saw you guys live and in person, first of all, and she loved your entrance.
Yes.
Describe Rodney Mathews' character within Books and Looks for those that have no idea what we're talking about.
So the perfect way to describe our tag team is like Zach and Screech off Saved by the Bell. Basically, there's the cool guy, kind of dumb, and there's this nerdy guy who's trying to fit in with him and be cool with him. So he's trying to teach me how to be smart, and I'm showing him how to be cool, and it just works out great.
Yin and yang.
Exactly.
That lasted forever. Say about Zach and Screech.
Yeah, for sure.
Rest in peace, Dustin Diamond. Rest in peace, young man.
Yes, of course.
Would you do? Is it the same character when you're out solo wrestling?
Solo, it's a little less silliness.
Okay.
A little more serious, but like Books and Looks for both of us, it's a great outlet for us to just have fun. I think that's the best part of it.
What do you prefer more? In Books and Looks? Nothing. I mean, if you don't pick Books and Looks, we know it's nothing against Michael Grayson. We get that. But what do you prefer more? The having fun or the serious? That's how I'll put it.
I probably the silliness, just because like it's less stress for me. It's just we just go out there and have a good time. We make each other laugh, and there's just no stress, you know.
Want to give the crowd, make them laugh, entertaining.
Exactly. Like if we're having fun, then the crowd's gonna be having fun. That's all that matters.
You had fun, right, Vanessa?
I had so much fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I couldn't get my phone out fast enough to take a video of it to send to streamer.
Yeah, she sent me your guys' entrance, and I said back, "These guys are great." I think you were running around the ring, and then one of you dove under the bottom rope, and it just looked like energy. It looked like energy.
Yes. We do we both slide it on either side.
Yeah.
And then we wait there for like an awkward amount of time. We just wait there silently, and then we jump back up and keep going.
It's like Mustache Mountain for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
that kind of idea.
Main event mustache. Hashtag main event mustache. That's right.
Hashtag it.
Yeah, that's right. Let's get that going. Let's get that trending. You were at what was it, Hammerlock Pure Wrestling's event this weekend?
Yeah, that was on Saturday. Yeah, it was awesome.
Was it? We were talking to Michael on now. What did you do this weekend? Can you say? Oh, yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, I can say now. It was the main event against Tyson in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Whew.
You were?
I was, yeah.
Did you get to the third fall?
We did, yes. I got the first fall. He got the second and the third.
Mr. Serious, holy.
That is
so that was a more serious match.
That's big time.
It was, man. It was awesome that he gave me that opportunity. I was super just humbled. It was awesome.
Couldn't get that third fall though, huh?
Couldn't quite get it, no. The energy was awesome though. I had the whole crowd behind me. I had my lovely ringside manager, Miley. She kept the crowd going the whole time. She killed it. Her hands were actually bruised, and her voice was torn because she's just clapping and cheering so hard. It was awesome.
Is that Miley? Is that the girl you mentioned to me, Vanessa?
Yes, she's going to be on right before she may win the Chem Valley Women's Championship.
Yes.
Spectacular. So we'll get her. She's your manager?
Yes, and my girlfriend in real life.
And your girlfriend in real life. So she's really the looks in the relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
So she's the look.
She's the look.
She's the looks. No offense. She's the looks. And you're not the books, I guess, since you're Zach. Zach wasn't really a books guy.
No,
she's the Kelly.
She's the Kelly.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. That was a good one. Yeah, 2 out of 3 falls versus Tyson Dukes, huh? That must have been. Oh man, I wish I could have seen that. That must have been
Yeah,
off the charts.
I'm not sure if they did record it or not. I hope so. I know someone in the crowd got it for me, so I have it.
You have it, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't watched it yet, but
Do you go back and watch most of your matches?
I do. I try to give it like a few days, just because like I'm such a big critic of myself, and I know I'm just gonna pick it apart. And it's always better in my head when I watch it than I have to figure out what I can work on and make better for next time.
But that's normal. That's like anything in life.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
think it's a good thing.
Yeah, you
but,
should be like that. Yeah. You shouldn't watch it and go, "Well, that was perfect," because then where are you going? You're going
exactly.
You're at the top. You can always get better.
Exactly.
Yeah, 2 out of 3, huh? If we would have known he didn't win that 2 out of 3, we might have canceled tonight.
Oh no.
Nah, we wouldn't have done that. What would you be doing tonight if you weren't on this show?
Probably be sleeping.
Sleeping, rested.
But I'm happy to be up. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's interesting to talk to two tag team, both members of the tag team, because you guys are different.
Yeah,
you're
for sure.
You are. He's. Let me see if I can describe it. You're late. There's a fucking ant right here. Hold on. Sorry. You're like chill and laid back, and yes, chill and laid back. Is that how you would describe him, Vanessa? That's the vibe I'm getting. And then Michael, the books, the operation. He just seems like wound a little tight at some point in time, but I think that works for him.
Definitely works for him.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Not really. I'm okay at skateboarding. That's my only other real talent.
Yeah, that's it.
Pretty much it, man.
But the skateboarding helped you because you have to know. This is what I learned. I watched the Olympics, obviously, this summer. We watched, They had the female skateboarding, and I have 3 daughters, and the oldest one, the oldest in the middle, they like to skateboard as well. So we were watching that, and they were talking how they wanted to know how they could fall. How did they say it? How they could fall gracefully.
Exactly.
And I said, I don't know. I really don't know. But they would fall and like turn their body so they would land on the right spots. But like you said, that must be what wrestling's like.
It's honestly pretty similar. Like when I used to do like bigger stair sets, like when I was a teenager, I would just jump off anything. And then like there's a few times you bail for the first few tries. So you just kick your board out, then you kind of roll with it, just like wrestling. You land on your feet and you kind of roll into it. Otherwise, you're gonna fucking scrape your hands and be a bloody mess. But you eventually learn how to roll with stuff.
After that 2 out of 3 falls with Tyson, you guys are you come through the proverbial curtain. What's Tyson say to you?
He had a lot of good things to say. I asked him first thing I always ask for feedback when I'm wrestling anybody who's got so much experience. Gave me some really good advice, and he told me he'd watch it back and get back to me on some other stuff. So I'm sure I'll hear back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong button. I had to switch scenes. I have a bunch of different scenes on OBS, but I use that I think it's your t-shirt or it's your logo. It's like a skeleton. Let me see, where'd it go? It's like a skeleton ripping through something, and I wanted to show it because I liked it tremendously.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's actually the old Bones Brigade logo, and I made it look like myself on there.
All right, explain to me, like I'm 5, what's the Bones Brigade?
Oh, it's a skate crew.
Okay.
Like the old, Peralta.
Okay.
Like an old skate crew.
Yeah. Well, it works. I liked it. Drew my attention. Can we get that
exactly.
anywhere on a shirt?
What's that?
Can we get that on a shirt anywhere?
I don't have it online yet, but I'm gonna be putting it up on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Excellent.
Make a great sticker too.
It would
People
make
love
it.
stickers.
People do love stickers.
Definitely.
I do. Look at them. They're all over my fucking water bottle. People put them on skateboards. I know that's what my kids do.
Yep.
So you can't think of your skateboarding, your hidden talents. He's right up my alley. He's like, what would you be doing tonight? Sleeping. That's what I'd be doing. If I wasn't doing this show, I'd be sleeping right now.
Yeah, sleeping's underrated.
It's extremely underrated. And you got to look at it like this. Like, there's times during the day when my kids will say to me, and it happened a lot over the summer, I'm bored. What can I do? I'll go take a nap. I don't want to take a nap. I don't want to sleep. I was like, sweetie, you gotta sleep. Sleeping is. I'd kill for a 15-minute power nap.
Oh man, it's the best.
Right?
Yeah.
For sure. So what's next? What do you got coming up?
So we've got Michael Grace and I will be at NWX in St. Catharines on the 10th, and then Chem Valley October 15th. That'll be a big one. And then I'm at Demand Lucha October 30th.
Nice. So the Chem Valley show I knew of. I knew that one. What's this Lucha one again?
Demand Lucha. It'll be in Toronto.
I haven't even heard of that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I worked for them. I just did Taco Fest the last month in London. It was a really cool experience, so I'm glad to be back for them.
Spectacular. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I wanted to say. I'm grabbing graphics and commands for the show tonight, and I see your Instagram, you're on Facebook, but your Twitter. Did you just start that Twitter?
So you guys interviewed Sebastian Suave, right?
Oh yes, yes we did.
So when I first started, he was lecturing me about social media, and he asked me if I had Twitter. I said no, I don't really do Twitter. I don't really get it. So he made me download it and make an account on the spot right in front of him. Then I just never used it.
Oh, you have to.
But I need to.
You do. You have 2 followers. The command's up. Twitter.com/Rodney Wrestles, which is the same thing as his Instagram, which Instagram's great.
Yeah.
But as he's got 2 followers, we got to do something about that.
Yeah. One was probably myself.
And me. We're the only ones.
Surprised you guys even found that.
I had to find it.
Awesome.
And that's the same story. Way back, I was watching a Red Sox game with my friend, and he did the same thing to me with Twitter. I didn't know what it was. I knew nothing about it. He told me to sign up. I said, "What do you do with it?" He couldn't even explain to me what you do with it. He goes, "That's just how I get my news." I was against it, and now I have a plethora of accounts.
Yes.
I need to figure it out.
Yeah, I got my personal.
Now I have to.
I got fake accounts. Real
accounts. It's great. Twitter, like, so when I do research to find people to come on the show, I use the socials, and the ones that I find easiest to pull information from are people who literally sell themselves on their Twitter account. And it's like, this is the show that I have, and I have this show and this meet and greet and this and this and this. And like, you only have to like scroll through 10 tweets and you are like, oh, I have everything I need to email this person to come on our show. Yeah. And then there's times where it's listening to 30 podcasts to find like a sentence that's kind of cool to talk about. So I'm like, plug it on your Twitter, plug it on your Instagram. Like, well, it's the only way people are going to know what you're doing.
For sure. I prefer Instagram so much. Just so much like pictures. I just like pictures, I guess.
Yeah. No, Instagram.
Yeah, pictures are nice.
Because that's what I'll do. I'll go to whoever we're having on. I'll go to their Instagram for shows they have, because they'll usually put up like a poster of whatever shows are coming up, and then pictures so I can grab them, cut them out, take the background away, use them for different scenes like this and well, you
Yeah.
can't see it, and this. So it works, but I saw the 2 followers on Twitter. And I was like, he just started this like today.
Yeah, it's I haven't used it at all.
We'll get you there. Well, you're
I
sleeping.
will now.
It's hard to tweet when you're sleeping.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Rodney. Well, you've been a pleasure to have on.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
And the same thing we tell everybody. We've taken our forbidden door off, so you're welcome back anytime to plug anything. Awesome. But what we do at the end of every show is I'm going to give you the microphone. Oh, the camera's up here now. I'm going to give you the microphone. This is your time to shine. You can put yourself over. You can bury anybody. You can plug anything. You can say anything, Rodney. I will not interrupt. The floor is yours.
Okay. Like to shout out to chocolate milk, really underrated beverage, and crispy minis, the ketchup crispy minis, my favorite snack right now, by far. Do you have those over there? You're in New York, right?
I do not have those.
Quaker crispy minis, ketchup flavor. As for shows, October 10th, NWX, October 15th, Chem Valley and Sarnia, October 30th, Demand Lucha. I want to shout out Bryce Hanson and Chili Brown. They killed it at Hammerlock. It was Bryce's first show. He's a young up-and-coming guy. Keep your eyes out for them. They're going to freaking kill it. And Miley, the best women's wrestler of all time.
All time. Phenomenal stuff.
Yeah.
Rodney, been awesome.
Thank you.
Keep it up. Keep working hard. And you're welcome back anytime, son.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah. Have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Peace.
Yeah.
Awesome.